Well, good morning. Get these arranged around here. Oh, God. Had some weird dreams. What was on my shirt? Didn't take my blood this morning. It was high yesterday evening. Of course, I'd eat. So that was what it was. It was 172. Let's see what it is this morning. I use the same finger every day. I shouldn't be, but I do. I don't know why people stick their finger in their mouth. 149, that is high. Big boy got Ori up out of bed and stowed his bed. Well, that's pretty rotten. That's kids for you. Boys wandering around like, okay, looking at me. Dude, I just got up myself. What is it? Not 8 o'clock. Well, I've been holding comments back. I caught the one bad comment, and so I've got them in review. I approve everybody. I check them on my... It gives me a chance to get on my computer, actually. Because I hardly ever get on my computer, and I don't know how to okay them on my phone, so it's my computer I have to get on. I'm on my phone this morning. They got that one congressman for trafficking minors or something, and they got another police officer belonging to a Nazi organization. The hell's the world coming to? Shit in the handbasket, I guess. My generation, everybody wanted to own a home, this, that, and the other. You worked at a job for 50 years and retired, or 40 years, whatever it was. Gotta watch at 25, Nowadays, they don't want you to work for them over 10 years because your wages are too high. They can get somebody cheaper. And let's see, so they don't, a job don't want to last over 10 years max. And then nobody owns a home. That's too much work. If something goes wrong, I'll just call the landlord. Well, hell, then they bitch because the landlord takes 6 months to get there. I can show you places right now where the trees are still laying down in the yard, but like mine is too. I gotta get that done. But landlords ain't in no better shape than the regular citizens. They ain't got, They're gonna take care of their house first before they venture out to the rental property. So there you go. I gotta get to the post office today, get my meds. I didn't do it yesterday. I'll do it today. I had to take me a map for me. Alright, here we go. That's done. I got that done. Yep. Get married young. Stay married for about 64 years. 64 years. I got married about 16, 17 years old. Stayed married about 65 years, 64 years. Till one of them died. And then they don't do that shit no more. Their marriages last about like their job resumes. They don't their marriages don't want to last for 5, 6 years. 10 most. 17, 16 years, something like that. Oh. And most generally 7, 8 years, 10 years, and they get a wild hair in their ass. And at the end of that, well, health is just going to last that damn long. 10 years and less, hell, what they need to do then is don't even get married, but it ain't going to last no longer than that. My mother, oh, I'm tired. I did make a little bit of jewelry yesterday. I made a ring, and I made a pendant. That's what I called it. And that's all I did. I was checking out my workstation. The cutter pliers on that new pliers I bought, I don't like them too good. They got a fine point. I like to buy me a fine flush cutter pointer cutters. Everything else working good though. Got the hiccups. See, I get the hiccups. I take that medicine. Big boy's laying on his blanket right in front of the food and water bottle, so nobody else can get to it. Old fatty. Or he went got him another blanket. Baby girl's on there. I don't know where those guys at. He probably went back to my bed. Oh, he's up there with his mama, stretched out. He don't leave me or his mama. And if he has to, he'll put up with his brother. And then if he really has to, he put up with his daddy. He don't like being alone. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. I like my alone time myself. Hell, I worked all my life being alone. When I was a kid, hell, I was always alone. Went out on the road when I was a kid, I was alone. Went to work, I was alone. Either in a cubicle or an office or out in the field by myself. So what the hell was the difference? I guess you people hear that. You people on YouTube know more about me than my own kids do. They never stop to listen. Neither do my grandkids. So I ain't put these damn beats up. I guess I can watch these videos 10 years from now. 10, 15 years from now, and I'm dead and gone. They said, I didn't know that about Grandpa. Well, now you know. Much I haven't poked my nose into. Not much. I love to travel, though. I still love to travel. My mother was a gypsy. She lied and said she's an Indian. I said, Mama, what? If I'd have said that she'd been dead and gone after I found out, but I'd have said, Mom, why the hell did you think Indians were any better than gypsies? Well, they were. Later on in life, everybody, was part Indian, so that it was more acceptable. Gypsies was always looked at on. I like to be a gypsy myself. I love traveling. They didn't travel because of, they liked it. Of course, my mother loved to travel. But they did it out of necessity. They got drove out of every damn town or country they went into. Yeah, even Hitler rounded them up when he rounded up the Jews and exterminated them too. Called undesirables. Hell, that's probably what they're going to do with it later on in life. Get rid of all the undesirables. He was making a utopia, I'll tell you that. Perfect society. Hell, he killed all the mentally ill, the elderly, the non-productive people. He killed and got rid of all them. The Jews, the Gypsies, what else? I mean, everybody. There wasn't no blacks in Europe. He got rid of all them too. He killed them on the spot. Poor people who didn't get to go to the damn concentration camp. They didn't get to go to the workhouse. One out of every 100 was saved in the concentration camps. 1 out of every 100. He killed 6 million. There's less than 500,000 saved over in Europe, according to my wife's estimation. She had of course her mom and dad was over here but anyway, they escaped and came over here. But anyway, she had his dad, his aunt, and my wife's grandmother. That was it. On her mother's side. Her mother's side, her mother got saved. And on her dad's side, his dad and his sister got saved. That was it. The rest of them got... I think she had a distant cousin, yeah. They fled to America too, but that was it. The rest of them got burned up in the gas chamber. But those ovens. People unhumanitarian towards men. Well, my next one's right this morning, that cancer burning. Big boy there, ain't bothering nothing. Lay back down. He said, little guy come and jumps on my head while I go, get him, Daddy. Now he's tearing up in the van. Instigate little sucker. Look, I had to hold my hand out to keep the phone falling over. Yep. Well, whew, good Lord. You know you ain't supposed to stifle a sneeze. Put your pressure back on your heart. When you sneeze, your heart stops for a split second. When you stifle it, puts pressure back on your heart. There's your little biology shit. I ain't even made bed this morning. Nose and it's act like it's gonna run. Cold this morning. I had the heater up. Well, there's all piled up in front of the heat vent. Now they're all warm and cuddly. Well, next thing I need to do is start making another book. I found 2 covers the other day, the hardback covers that I'd cut off of another book. I need to rebind that. I got a bunch of projects about halfway through. I got a bunch of paintings about halfway through. People, I'll tell you what, I got to check on my granddaughter since she got her Etsy shop up. My daughter said, well, she needed me to help her because she said it's a lot of work trying to get an Etsy shop going. I guess so. That's so many good. I don't give a damn if I ever sell anything myself. I just keep myself busy. That's what counts. Keeping yourself busy. Like I said, the devil gets in your mind, heart, body, and soul if you don't keep yourself on a steady path. What does the Bible say? The path is narrow and long. The road to destruction's wide and broad and short. And you ain't gonna live long. So, what's the secret of life? Well, you may tell you what the damn secret of life is. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't eat unhealthy, don't take anything to extremes. You live longer. It's called a long and boring life. That's your secret to life, people. The Jews had it figured out. That's why they live so long. Yeah. Keep your nose out of everybody else's business, too. Ain't none of your damn business what they're doing. Yeah. Meat shall inherit the earth. But yeah, if you want to live a long time, then be healthy. Don't smoke, don't drink to excess. Little wine for the stomach's sake, like Jesus said. That means about a shot glass a day, maybe one in the morning, one in the evening. That's it. A little shot glass. Not a big old wine glass, just a little shot glass. 4 ounces or less. You're supposed to have at least 4 ounces of wine a day. No whiskey, no nothing. Now you could have a hot toddy if you got a cold or congestion or something like that. That'd be like a teaspoon of alcohol in your cough syrup. About what alcohol's got in the cough syrup. And all the reason they put alcohol in the cough syrup is because some of it's non-alcohol, but most of it is keep it preserved. Preserve the contents that's in it. Yeah. You can make cough syrup without having anything alcohol in it, but it won't last long. You'd have to make it up on the spot, like hot lemon and honey. Put the whiskey in it to preserve it so you can use it for 2 or 3 days without having to make a batch every morning. They used to give you skunk oil for the croup. What was that? No, wasn't a croup. Something else. But it did help the croup. But I used to give the babies their own urine for croup. I think it was. Just the damn ammonia, and it's what did it. Scurvy, they used to give you salt and sugar. And lemon juice. They used to call it the piles. It was hemorrhoids, what it was. They called it the piles. If you sit on a cold surface, don't sit on that concrete, or don't sit on them stones, you'll get the piles. In other words, you get hemorrhoids. Crazy people. My grandmother had a lot. I've got a book around here somewhere of all of her old, her and my mother's homemade recipes for ailments. They still aspen bark, and boil it down. Save the juice off of it, the syrup off of aspen bark, which is just aspirin's basically what it is. Post oak root shaving will take down the swelling. I remember a lot of them. Any kind of root or poultice will take down the swelling. How it could be cabbage. But cabbage is more of a drawing deal, like a potato. If you got a sore, like a pimple, let's use pimple, but you got a rising on your face or your leg or something, like a boil, and you need it to come to a head so you can get it out, treat it. Shave up some, if you want to draw out too fast, real fast is potato, but milder is cabbage poultice. Put a poultice on it and it'll draw it out to the top, and then it can be taken care of. And then I had poultice for swelling. All kinds of crap. Hell, spider webs to stop bleeding, so was sugar. Severe burn, flour and water. Pile it on there. Don't let the air get to it. It'll draw out that heat from the burn, like pouring hot grease on you or something. My oldest daughter, we had just come out one of them electric skillets, and my wife set it on the table, cord laying off the side, and Stephanie was about, I don't know, 18 months old, something like that. And of course the baby went under the table. She wasn't paying much attention to her, and I wasn't. I was there, but I don't know what I was doing. I was inside the front room or something. I don't know what I was doing. And that baby got a hold of that cord and pulled that damn hot grease off of her. Right top of her head, in the back, all the way down to her butt. I mean, she just had a diaper on. She didn't even have a diaper shirt on. I grabbed at that kid. I heard her screaming. I knew what happened. I grabbed that kid and told Kathy to grab the bucket of flour. I run to the bathroom, turned on the water, pour that flour in the bathtub. I don't think there's about 10 pounds of it. Poured it, and I made a poultice, put on that kid, wrapped her up in a towel, run to the hospital with her. She had 3 little burns underneath her arm right here where I had held her, and I didn't get none of that flour and water poultice on top of her. And that's the only burn that child had, with 3 little dots where my fingers had touched her skin, and I didn't get no flour and water on it. Make it paste. Well, they missed it at the hospital. Of course, like I said, they washed her all off in about 2 hours, about 2 hours later, an hour and a half later, whatever it was, because that shit was hard to get off. She didn't have the water didn't come to the top. She had 3 little tiny blisters where I held her arm to keep her from running because she was in so damn much pain. I threw that flour and water on her, and it sucked it out right. Well, she wasn't scarred and all. Oh, God, what did he say to the damn doctor? I said, dude, I got education, you do, but these damn home remedies work. Of course, you try to do this shit on your own. I ain't giving you no advice. I'm just telling you, hey, what I did. But that's where they get this damn modern medicine, is old remedies and shit. When she was little, we had more trouble with her than a lot of them. She got dehydrated, got diarrhea. I don't know why in the hell she got it, but she got it. They put a IV that she's so little, had put an IV in her leg. Her arm was too little for an IV, so they run it up right about above her ankle. We wasn't about to lose another one. Then when my son come along, we'd already lost a little boy prior to him. He was born dead. When Chris came along, though, my wife didn't even set him on the ground till he was 2 years old. I said, "Hell, let that kid eat some dirt. Shit, he won't have a damn immune system if he don't." They they have to catch little bitty diseases when they're real young because they'll fight them off real fast. And it builds up your immune system. You know, when they crawl, they eat dirt and eat damn thing else, or stick their hands in their mouth and everything. I don't give a damn how clean you think you got a place clean when they're crawling around. I just mopped the kitchen floor. It's all right for him to crawl around. There's still dirt in it. There's still things in it. Crawl around in the grass, same damn thing. They build up that immune system. That's why little kids right now, they're not worried too much about giving them the COVID shot, because they got a better immune system. The longer you live, the older you get, the immune system breaks down. Yeah. Your body was designed to last forever and heal itself. But since our great sin, he just took our immune system away from us. As we age, so does our immune system age, and there we go. Your brain don't age. Did you know that? And your brain don't feel no pain. You cut on your brain all day and night, it don't feel no damn pain. I talk about that biology shit. If I had it all do over again, I would have never even worried about a damn education. I'd just had a street education, probably 10th, 12th grade, something like that. I don't went to 9th, he went to the higher education. 1 through 8 is all he went through. 9th, 10th, 11th was the higher education. Yeah, some people didn't have a 3rd grade education. But they're smart. My mother, she's one of the smartest people I ever met in my entire life. And she had a missionary education, 3rd grade education, so she had. She knew shit that hell scientists didn't know. And my dad was pretty smart too. He could figure out angles when he cut wood that hell, like geometry angles and shit. He just knew how to do it, you know. He was like to build furniture and shit. He could make anything beautiful. Like, he could make a puzzle box. A lot of people couldn't even do that. All around smartness, my mother was. Now, and I've met some damn scientists. They still wasn't as smart as that damn woman. That woman was smart. Well, I've rattled on here. I met a black woman. I'll tell you this before we get off here. She'd been sold as a slave during the Civil War. Before the Civil War, excuse me. And she said, if you ever invent anything, this, that, and the other, she said, somebody will take it away from you. And that's the damn truth. You won't get no credit for it. Old Tesla, he didn't get very much credit for all of his inventions. Edison had the money, so he bought all of his patents. He got all the credit. He wasn't the smartest. Tesla was. Yeah, I gotta go. Talk to you guys later. Have that great day. Remember, just because it says it on paper, smart or stupid, it don't mean what you really are. Take care.